What's up, guys? This is Rise and welcome to an awesome video for you. Couple of big announcements. First, before we get into some Premier Cup action, I started a Patreon page. Link is in the description if you want to become a patron or a supporter of the channel. I've got some also sort of exclusive benefits for you. You can get a spot on my friends list, and I even started up a coaching service. So if you're a beginner to PvP and you want to become better, I started up a coaching service that I can interact with you guys personally, individually, and start coaching. But other than that, if you just want to become a patron for a small fee and support the channel, I would appreciate it. And keep an eye out, we've got merchandise coming soon. But yeah, thank you guys for all your support. Second thing, this Friday I will be streaming entire draft tournament. We're going to be streaming from Osmo PvP, the draft itself, and then the tournament following immediately after. I'll be streaming live on Twitch and maybe YouTube as well, so stay tuned for that. But without further ado, you guys came for the new thing in town, the hot commodity, the Premier Cup. So we are going to get into some Premier Cup action, and I started off pretty well the first day. I fell back a little I fell back down a little bit today, but in this first day I'm going to experiment with a few different teams, kind of similar to the ones, and we do get lucky a lot with Togekiss in the lead. So Togekiss versus Dragonite, amazing lead. They go into Magnezone and this is just hard counter city. I know this is probably a Mirror Shot, and Mirror Shot's not a very strong move, so even though it's super effective, it won't do that much, and we just mud slap down. And I actually chose the wrong Rhyperior. This is not my my Rhyperior, so you see me making like silly mistakes. But fortunately for us, like, we didn't really need to use Surf in this situation. So yeah, I have a Rhyperior that's like 400 CP higher, but it didn't really matter a whole lot. We're still up a shield, and we have switch advantage. Togekiss comes in. Let's see what they're going to do. Because he stayed in and he was throwing a charge move, I thought maybe he would throw a Hurricane. But it's just a Dragon Claw. I probably should have known he probably wasn't at a Hurricane by that point. But this matchup is okay for us. We just have to watch out for the Earthquake. Magnezone should be able to beat Metagross. I shield in case it is an Earthquake. It's just a Meteor Mash. So what we're going to do here is actually just charge up to double wild charges and then get those off. Even if they knock us out, this wild charge will put Metagross down low enough where Togekiss can charm it down. So we're trying to spark down. We're not able to spark down. If this is an Earthquake, it'll take us out for sure. Just a Meteor Mash, so we actually spark it down still. And he decides to give up the match there. So good games in game number one. And you guys, if you stay tuned for the majority of this video, you are going to see Magnezone sweep an entire team. Magnezone is just so insane with its damage output, with wild charge, and has that baiting potential too. We grab another good lead, and this is part of the reason I got to above 2,800 is I just got a lot of good leads. And this opponent, he's had enough. We hard countered him twice, and he was gone. I don't blame him, to be honest. I've been there before. It's frustrating. But he could have potentially stuck in there, depending on what he had in back. And this team I'm rocking currently for this set so far is super weak to some things. I know it's super weak to Garchomp in the back. It's super weak to fighters in the back. So it definitely has its weaknesses. Another great lead. Yeah. We're just lucking out with these leads. They go in their own Togekiss. I go with Magnezone. And in this situation, I usually just go straight Mirror Shot. I charge up quite a bit, but it only takes like plus the spark damage, it only takes like 2 Mirror Shots to take out Togekiss. So I don't bother debuffing myself with Wild Charge. He comes back in with Dragonite. I know I can get to this Wild Charge. And he might Dragon Breath me down after this, but that's okay. Wild Charge takes out a big chunk of health. And we even get off this Mirror Shot too. Kind of hoping for a shield, but he doesn't fall for it. I probably come in with... What do I come in with? Togekiss. I know this might be a Hurricane, but I decided not to shield anyway. So probably could have shielded that for sure. And or fine, because this Mud Slap damage from Rhyperior just really chunks away, and it does more damage than the Bullet Punches from Metagross. So we don't even have to bother going for a charge move. We can just use our shield, and our opponent decides to leave the match. Good game. I think at some point, though, guys, I don't win every lead. At some point, I do overcome some leads, but I'm going to let you know I did get pretty lucky with these leads in the first day of Premier Cup. And then it seemed like today I couldn't get any leads. So it comes back. See, okay, Metagross lead. Let's see if we're able to win this or not. We come in with Magnezone. They come in with Garchomp. Yeah, so we're in a very tough spot right now. Very tough spot. I'm going to commit no shields because Magnezone is like a lost cause at this point. This could even be a game I end up surrendering, so it goes back and forth. The Premier Cup has, for me at least, been very lead dependent. There have been some games I've been able to switch around after losing lead, which you'll see later on in this video. But okay, we're going to come in with Togekiss. We're just going to charm all the way down. We're going to have to eat probably a Sand Tomb and then a charge move. That's what people like to do. They like to lower your defense and then throw a hard-hitting charge move. Outrage, it's still double resisted by Togekiss, so it doesn't do that much. I assume he'll come back in with... Yeah, and at this point, we're in a tough spot. This Dragon Breath damage just really chunks away. Yeah, so if we had Togekiss in the back of this game, oof, we would have been golden. But a lot of it comes down to team comp, and I like running Togekiss in the lead because it has such a dominating matchup against like Dragonite, Garchomp, Machamp, Conkeldurr, if you see any of those, and then pretty neutral against like Swampert, Snorlax. It wins most of those neutral matchups because of that charm damage. So we end up giving up that one. He just had us hard countered, so good games there. And we're 3-1 this set. We're going to try and go for 4-1 here. One more. Let's see, do I decide to change it up at all? I might make a swap because I realized how weak I was to Garchomp in the back here. So this is where I swap into Snorlax as a safe swap, and this does end up working pretty well. Gyarados lead. If it's Waterfall, it's not that great. This is still positive for us, but if it was Dragon Breath, it would be a lot better. He swaps out into Snorlax. I decided just to do some chip damage to make sure I can win the switch-in matchup. So I go into my own Snorlax, and I'm hoping he doesn't have superpower, so I do shield, but it was an Outrage. So good shield there. Outrage would have been pretty hard hitting. And we're just going to go straight Body Slam and ensure that we retain switch advantage. We also have our Magnezone, which has an amazing matchup against Gyarados. So that's another reason that I swapped into Snorlax and not Magnezone. At this point, we'll eat a charge move, maybe two, but we're just going to commit to licking down. And he's rocking Outrage Earthquake on his Snorlax. Only hard-hitting moves. He comes back in with Gyarados. Perhaps I should have swapped right away instead of throwing my energy. I'm going to eat whatever this is. Crunch, Hydro Pump. I don't really care. And then I swap into Magnezone, and I can just Spark down. So I've got a little bit of energy. Let's see what he comes in with. He comes in with Togekiss, so this is a great situation for us. I'm just going to go straight Mirror Shot, because there's no point with two shields, like debuffing myself with Wild Charge. Going for another Mirror Shot here. Grab the second shield, and yeah, this one's pretty much over. You see how spammy Magnezone is as well, and it takes Togekiss a while to get to its charge moves. So Magnezone takes out Togekiss comfortably, and our opponent gives up the match. So a confident set right there. 4-1 in our first attempt at the Premier Cup. So I was pretty happy with that. And then this next set is gonna be perhaps even a little better, because I have one game in particular I really want to show you guys where I drew a bad lead and then I just completely dominated the match anyway due to his team comp. So let's keep it rolling. We're going straight into this next set. Yumasakin TV, I wonder if he has a channel himself. Togekiss versus Gyarados. Yeah, lots of strong leads. Waterfall damage will chunk away, but we have super effective Ancient Power. Let's see if this goes through. It might be enough to KO if it goes through. It is, so yeah, great for us. Because he swapped in with Metagross, and we have two good Metagross counters in the back, I swap right away to avoid being farmed down. That way I still have my Togekiss later. Excuse me. And what I like to do here, okay, he swapped out, so I didn't throw anything. Because I was running Outrage at this time with Snorlax, I just kind of build up a ton of energy and bluff like I have Earthquake and then go for Body Slams. But it's really that lick damage that does a ton. Oh, and you know what? I think I actually almost blow this game, if I remember this correctly. Let's see. Okay, we get the first shield, and we make a nice swap here. We know our Togekiss isn't going to do anything against Metagross, so we just kind of absorb the damage with our Togekiss. We're going to get Bullet Punch down, which isn't ideal, but it's okay. And what do I do here? Let's see. I'm thinking Snorlax again? Yeah. I put in Snorlax, that way he has to use his energy because these licks are really adding up. And at this point, I can just build up to 2 wild charges, shield, and I am good to go. I'm going to shield, even though I know he's probably going to bait me with Meteor Mash. Oh, but no, he went for the Earthquake. So this pretty much seals the deal. I could have probably even gone for Mirror Shots, but no point in risking it. Double wild charge, and this will be more than enough to take out the Metagross in this one. So good game in game number 1. And I don't know, I've already made like 2 videos highlighting Magnezone, so I can't make the title like Magnezone again. But I'm telling you, for me, Magnezone has been the MVP because he does work against Togekiss, Metagross, and with shields down, he'll beat Dragonite. Okay, so maybe this is the game. Bad lead against Metagross. We go in with Magnezone, and check out this game, guys. This is the moment where Magnezone destroys all of humanity in his metal electric gloriness. He baits us with Meteor Mash. Okay, we're gonna try baiting him with Mirror Shot. Let's do this. We get the shield, amazing. We go straight away, because he's thinking there's no way he's gonna bait me twice, right? Boom, we bait him twice. Now we go for Wild Charge. Bang, Wild Charge coming through. I'm getting some annoying notifications. I'm sorry, I didn't turn them off for some reason. We correctly shield the Earthquake. We farm down. What's he gonna come out with? A Gyarados. That is not a good answer to Magnezone, everybody, because this Wild Charge is gonna one-shot this Gyarados. What does he have in back? He has a Togekiss. Our defense has been drastically lowered at this point, but we are able to get off this Wild Charge, takes it out, and technically I charmed down with that Togekiss to be safe. But you see me put on Do Not Disturb there. But oh my god, Magnezone just goes berserk in that game. Magnezone electrocuted his entire team. Okay, that was awesome. Now we're going to go up against Gambit. Once again, another bad lead against Metagross. Let's see if we can overcome it. Going to Snorlax, he goes into Gyarados, and I know I'm capable of winning this matchup. So I'm going to do everything I can. This was dumb. This was dumb on me of going for Outrage, because you're going to see it lands, and it doesn't even do that much more than Body Slam. So I was thinking I could catch him off guard, that he probably wouldn't shield. He goes for his own Outrage. I get to this Body Slam. If I was him, I would have shielded and just Waterfall down. So yeah, that's what he decides to do. So we're in a little bit of trouble. I go in with Togekiss because I know I'm going to eat a charge move, and I know Togekiss is going to really struggle against the Metagross. And it's just a crunch, so it doesn't do much anyway. We're getting ready to switch right away. It's going to depend on what he has in back, and it's a Dragonite. Okay, we have a shot. We have a shot at this. Can we pull this off? It's possible. We're going to go for this Mirror Shot bait. This would be huge. We don't land it. Not good. I know this is just a Dragon Claw and we haven't been debuffed. Oh, but it's a hurt. You don't want to go for Hurricane. That's double resisted. This is probably a Dragon Claw and I don't shield. Now I have double Wild Charges ready. And what I'm going to do, since he doesn't shield, I'm going to throw this next one and then I'm going to dip into Togekiss. And Togekiss still has quite a bit of energy quite a bit of health if I'm not mistaken. So he's actually going to have to use his energy to take out Togekiss. And I'm not going to bother throwing a charge move. So he bullet punches all the way down, but I still have my shields and we come out on top. So 2 games in a row, because of Magnezone, pretty much, we are able to overcome that bad lead, Togekiss versus Metagross. So it wasn't all luck. It wasn't all luck. There was some skill, but now we get some luck. We get a great lead against Garchomp. Let's see what happens, though. You never know. It's all about that secondary matchup. Togekiss, we have a great answer for Togekiss. There is one game I lose this set. I forget which one, so there's a chance I screw this up somehow. Another Mirror Shot coming through. This would be enough to take out Togekiss. Yeah, the unfortunate thing is now this Garchomp is going to get to farm like a crazy amount of energy. Because these Mud Shots are doing double super effective and he doesn't even have to throw a charge move. So we're definitely going to come in with Togekiss and we're ready to swap right away. I'm really glad he throws his energy though. He just lowers our defense with a Sand Tomb. And yeah, this is great that he's throwing his energy. The better play, I think, for him would have been to conserve that energy and to switch right away. Then he goes into Metagross. So because, once again, yeah, now we're switch locked in this. These lick damage, as you can see, are really adding up. And we have 2 shields, so we're in a pretty decent spot. We build up like we have an Earthquake, and then we just go for Body Slam. We do draw a shield, which is great. I'm just going to shield this because I'm going to have to shield one eventually. Building up some more energy. Going for Body Slam. We have 2 ready in case he shields. He does. So we go for this next one right away. I think he might swap actually. Yeah, he swaps. So we swap right away. And he decides to leave because it's over at that point. Yeah, I think it was over. His only win condition would be if he somehow... But he was out of shields, right? So I think we would have got to a charge move. Yeah, I think there was no win condition there for him at that point. And I believe this is the last game of the video. So hopefully it's a good one. Going up against Dragon Malefico. Chandelure, not good. And I do mess this up actually. So I go for Ancient Power here. We CMP time the charge move. I do shield because I know it has Shadow Ball and Overheat. Ancient Power coming through. I draw a shield too. These charms are doing more damage than these fire spins, even though they're resisted. And here is a mistake. Snorlax would have been amazing against that Chandelure, versus Magnezone is really gonna struggle. And with shields, like one shield down, I think I definitely should have gone in with Magnezone, because now I have to commit my last shield here, and I think he can bullet punch me down, because I don't have Earthquake. I think he can bullet punch me down before we can take him out for sure. So a bit of a misplay. It's gonna be close. Will he survive this body slam? I'm not sure. Okay, so we actually do retain switch advantage. He comes in with Garchomp, but again, our Magnezone is gonna stink against either of these guys, and our Togekiss is so low. I should have honestly just stayed in. I should have stayed in with Togekiss, and that was my only win condition, because this allows this Garchomp to completely farm us down, and because Togekiss is already pretty low on health, Togekiss is actually going to get Sand Tombed, and then a charge move is going to take us out. So I think definitely could have played that better, because if I had gone in with Magnezone against Metagross and theoretically I win that matchup, then I have my Snorlax against the Garchomp, or I have my Snorlax against the Chandelure and Garchomp, and I think that would have been a really clean victory if I had swapped into my Magnezone instead of my Snorlax. So always think of that when your opponent, if you win the lead and your opponent swaps, think about what they had in the lead and save a better Pokemon for that if it's close. So that's something just to be aware of. And you see our ranking climb up there into the 2800s. I took a screenshot, 2821. That was the highest we had gotten to at that point this season. We ended up getting to 2847, and then I started to tank back down a little bit. But that was my closest I've been to rank 10 this season. Last season I got to like 2935. But yes, I am really hoping, if we can't do it in Premier Cup, I'm hoping we can do it once the last week comes in Great League, because I think Great League is still my strongest league. And Premier Cup is fun. It's been fun so far, but it is very lead dependent. There's a lot of very hard counters, like Metagross hard counters Togekiss, Togekiss hard counters Garchomp, Dragonite, Magnezone hard counters Gyarados, it hard counters Togekiss. There's a lot of hard counters where it becomes very lead dependent, but I tried to create a team that counteracted that and had some success with it. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, it'll help us out. If you want to become a patron of the channel, support your guy Rise, link is in the description. It's all up to you, but any little bit would help, and I'd very much appreciate it. So without further ado, thank y'all for watching. Come join me on streams now. Follow me on Twitch as well, link in the description. And I will see you in the next one. Peace.